Hello, fellas. Here again, Bob Tejada in Netcons. Tech support and consulting. Here we got another tutorial regarding networking, voice network. Let's talk about voice networks. Here is a typical traditional voice network, which is now voice over internet protocol. It is different. This is a legacy schematics. That is a legacy voice network schematics. It includes the following. As with the traditional voice networks, the private branch exchange is the center of everything. The private branch exchange has to internet subscriber to Ethernet network, private radio interface connection to the telephone network, often called the public switched telephone network. This each provides 64 between 64 and 64 kilobit second channels, and 47 of these are used for voice conversations, and 1D channel signaling, which is shaded by both primary and radio interface. So this channel provides, for example, caller ID so that you can see the phone number of people calling you. The private exchange also is connected to the telephone network through analog lines. This provides overflow capability, so if all 47 time slots are being used, then the analog lines will be used for additional calls. If there is a power failure, then the power fail bypass switch will connect selecting analog telephone sets, therefore called power fail sets, directly to the analog lines, so at least some incoming and outgoing call can be handled. Office staff each have a telephone set. Some cool people call these tel sets on their desks. These are proprietary digital sets, that is, Avaya telephone sets can only be used within Avaya private exchange, with LCD displays and programmable feature buttons such as conference, intercom, and so on. These are connected to digital line cards in the PBX. Analog telephones, the classic being the old-fashioned 500 set with a dial, or the 2500 set with keypad, dial-up modems, and facsimile machines are connected to analog lines card in the private branch. The voicemail server is connected to the private branch through as many lines as simultaneous voicemail users are to be supported. People listening voice mail plus outside callers using the auto attendant feature or leaving messages. If the voicemail system is a private computer platform, then the voicemail administration console will be the private computer's keyboard and monitor. The private branch is typically administered through a terminal which is connected to a private branch through a 9600-bit 232 connection, so that the private branch can be remotely administered. Another answer modem with external telephone line is also connected to the private branch.